Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are here with the Serif O, or the Seripus if you wish to call it that. The typical machine-wise name scheme for their products. And yeah, no, honestly, this thing might just be the best flipper ever made. Like I addressed in the last video, I did try out, actually, I did end up trying out the different weight systems, and they feel, honestly, pretty brilliant. All of them just feel amazing, and I mean, this ice pick sound test, it only gets better as you add heavier weights, which I really like, but obviously I already knew that. Same thing with the arm shock, by the way, if you didn't know, arm shock Kraken V3, you can fit the pivots in the bottom screws, kind of like how this has here as screw weights. And it does make a difference in terms of how it flips. The ice pick sound test is better. Obviously, it makes it more handle bias, and so I didn't run it like that. But that is something that can happen. I choose simply just not to do it. Is that I don't know what that is. But yeah, no, the different weight systems, they feel kind of strange because the weight is obviously concentrated at the ends of the handles. It's just going to kind of make it feel a little bit more sluggish, but by no means bad. It's just a much more momentum-based knife. I think with the medium weights, it feels kind of like a Prisma on steroids, like kind of what the Prisma should be. Actually, let me do the blender again, except I want to do blender into like a thumb chaplain like that, but then I don't know how to get out of that. I kind of do, but anyways, yeah. Okay, pardon my slippery hands today, but yeah. So I think the medium weights are definitely going to be most people's preferences because it does make it a light handle bias, and so I think I believe that's how they're shipped with the medium weights. Either with medium weights or with no weights inside. And so I definitely think that's probably your go-to if you like kind of how Kraken flips, just kind of lightweight, good momentum carrying blades that are slightly handle bias. I definitely recommend that. I prefer actually than the medium weight, the heavyweight, because I think it just commits to that handle bias. I'm not running the heavyweight, and obviously, like I said, the sound test sounds better as you add heavier weights. Not that this thing doesn't sound amazing already. Yeah, and I think, I don't know, I just personally, for my preference, I would prefer the heavyweight, but on top of that, I prefer no weight, which is how I have it set up at the moment. Which truly, for me, it is just absolutely perfect, like this. Just the Tanto tip, I think it looks better than the kind of standard buoy profile that is on Serifs typically. I think it does so many tricks well. I would do a parabolic, but I don't trust myself yet because this blade is very long, and this is the most common place where it's scratching me, like on my arm here. It's already nicked me there. Only the tip has poked me. This beautifully milled S35 VM blade, number 342. And I think one thing about this Grail, I have to say, not only is it probably the best flipper ever made, but it's also, I think it's a lot of people's Grail, which can make it, I think it's not making it kind of basic, because I still think it does hover in that realm of unattainable for most. And so I think having this is a very respectable kind of Grail. However, I also like that I've added my own personal touch in the way that this doesn't, you can't really buy this anymore, right? Unless it's on the second-hand market. You can no longer buy a Serif O because they don't ship them anymore. Because Opus blades aren't in production, because Opus isn't in production. And so you don't get Serif O anymore, which kind of makes it a bit more special for me, because I've always preferred the Tanto profile on it. And I've just thought, I don't want to be... I really like the standard Serif, but I always thought, like, yeah, it's an elegant knife, but this, in my opinion, just looks so much more elegant. Like, sheesh. Look at that. That, honestly. And I mean, the party anno is growing on me, to be honest. Initially, I didn't really like it. It wasn't exactly what I wanted. If you cover it up, it looks kind of blurply, right, once it's moving, which is kind of how I'd want it, right? Imagine the whole knife this colour. That would be my dream. So maybe I go and get this anodized by someone. That's my two options, right? I either go get it anodized, or I buy like a Serif trainer, or even a standard Serif in Blurple, as long as it's Marin platform, and just swap the blade onto there. In which case, yeah, I'd then have two Serifs, and I'd probably sell this one with the party anno for a Blurple, or I could get this done in like the entropic anno, which is how like my tsunami clone was done. But this is genuinely one of my favorite. This is probably the best thing I've ever flipped, in all honesty. I mean, I say that unsurprisingly. It is truly a marvel of engineering, and props to Dalen and his team at MachineWise for this absolute gem of a masterpiece. I mean, materials-wise, it's not even like insane. I think, especially for the price at least. I mean, grade 5 titanium, that's now a staple. Even clones are using the same grade of titanium. At least the same alloy. TC4 is the equivalent to grade 5 titanium. They used to be using grade 4, but now obviously everyone's kind of on the same thing, which doesn't take away from the specialness of this thing one bit. The S35VN blade, though, absolutely incredible. And also, I'll actually... Ooh, little voice track there. I'll actually... What is this little patch of grass here? I'll be able to do a comparison between this, which I would say is most people's grails, and another one of most people's grails coming soon, potentially. I'll leave what that is for later, but yeah, we're going to have a couple of surprises. I think if you know me, I'm in a Clone Supports Discord, so if you have spent time there, you will know what that is. You won't have known about this, though. This I've kept pretty well under wraps, other than in my teaser for 200 subs, which, thank you again, by the way. We've already hit 20,000 views across the channel, and truly I can't thank you guys enough for that. But yeah, no, this thing is genuinely amazing. We've got something new coming as well. We've got quite a few things on their way. I mean, I've not bought anything recently, but yeah, a lot of stuff's just in transit. I may also be part of a pass round coming soon for the Phoenix Designs Ballast song. Yeah, the Phoenix Designs Kraken Buoy Reblade, which I think would be super special to be a part of, and you know, that would be kind of just huge, at least for my channel. It would get me a little bit bigger, which would be nice, and also some nice free promotion for Phoenix Design, which generally I think are making absolutely incredible stuff. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on one of the rep spaces that they've just dropped, actually, today. Excuse me, they just dropped a bunch of rep channel spaces, which look and sound absolutely amazing. I remember when they were in their kind of prototyping phase, and they fit all sorts of reps, whether it be clone reps, real reps. Obviously they're designed for real reps, but they will fit your various clones. Dropping this thing is always making me cry. I think this makes me cry the most than any other, but also I'm babying this in terms of what surfaces I'm flipping it on. I don't want to flip this on concrete, because I have genuinely no clue if this thing can take it. I hear that it can, but I don't want to find out, to be honest. And for some reason, my choker fans... My choker fans are really hit or miss with the Serif. I think that's the one thing that is... maybe that's just the balance of it. And maybe that's just me being outside in a jumper that I'm purely wearing for aesthetic reasons, because it is actually quite hot outside, even, you know, despite the clouds. The sun is kind of beaming on me, and so it is generally pretty warm. But we're wearing the jumper anyways, because I think it looks pretty on the video. Not that it struggles to choker fan, because you've just seen there, it doesn't struggle to choker fan. So that's probably just a skill issue from me. But you know, this is truly the best thing I've ever flipped, and I've just been enjoying this thing, man. And so before this video gets too long, I'll leave you guys with a bit of just like flipping ASMR, I guess, towards the end. But yeah, plugging all my little different things. Hit me up for tuning if you want that. I do music, you know, if you want music for your videos, you want beats, or just check out my actual, that's in the description, check out my actual music on Spotify. I'm Exuvial Remains, if you're into kind of metal and that kind of stuff. You want something to add to your gym playlist, there you go. You know, check out my little music thing in the description below. You know, follow my Instagram at BG1K and all that. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And for some reason I can't palm fan. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, because this thing is generally... I'm going to have to make a lot of videos on this, but they're going to have to go on pause because I got to make videos on other knives too. And I kind of want to drip feed you guys Serif content. I want you guys to be hungry for more. So take care, guys. Peace.